What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of SMITE Meta Casual News. In today's episode, we'll take a look at DM Brandon's brand new updated tier list, some brand new wards find their way into SMITE, Apollo skin, oh boy, the brand new god Rama that's coming next. Once again, my name is FG3000, you're you, and here comes some news. First up in news this week, DM Brandon has updated his God tier list. Now, if you're not familiar, let me give you a quick rundown about what this is. So, he basically categorizes all the gods in Smite and assigns them a letter grade. So, A, B, C, D, where D being the lowest, and it goes all the way up to A, S, and S plus class. Basically kind of give you an idea of where the gods currently rank in today's meta. Now, this list doesn't really have anything to do with the gods' kits themselves. Now, let me give you a great example of what I mean by that. So, Hun Bots has skyrocketed all the way up to the top of this list. Nothing has changed on Hun Bots' kit since the last time he's updated this list, at all. So, he's the same exact Hun Bots from several patches ago when Hi-Rez updated his hit progression. Same exact Hun Bots. But he has been performing very, very well in tournaments. This is why he skyrockets all the way up to the top of the list. So I want that to be very, very clear. Has nothing to do with the gods' kits specifically. It's really how they perform in tournaments and how they perform in the current meta. Another great example, Neith, which is one of my favorite gods, has skyrocketed up to the top of the list as well. Neith has not changed. Her kit's exactly the same. But since Uller is such a top pick god, Neith has a very favorable matchup against Uller. This is why she goes up to the top of the list as well. A lot of different things. You really have to read into it. I don't want anyone to take a look at this list and say, for example, you can't use Nuwa, who's at the bottom of the list in the C class. Don't let this list dictate what gods you're going to use. It's less about that. It's more about tournament play. Once again, I do have a link in the description below if you want to check it out yourself. That's all I have to say about that. Next topic. Well, would you look at this little guy? So, Hi-Rez has been teasing that they would be adding a brand new gem store item to the game. Pretty much everyone has speculated that it would be customizable wards, and we weren't wrong. So, here it is. This is exactly what you guys have been asking about. Apollo bobblehead wards. Yeah, I don't think anybody could have predicted that, but this is what we have. I don't know the difference between the normal ward and the Sentry ward. This is the only screenshot we have. I'm pretty sure we'll see a ton more of it in Tuesday's patch review, as well as seeing it live in-game on Wednesday. So, my personal opinion, I'm not on board just yet. I don't know how I feel about seeing Nemesis bobblehead and Bacchus bobblehead and all that. So, as far as that, I'm just going to wait till I see it in-game before I give my final judgment on the matter. However, as far as Hi-Rez goes, this is a great move. So, if you've already purchased the God Pack, the only way that you can give back to Hi-Rez is by buying skins and voice packs. So, if you're not into those, there's not really a lot you can do. So, they have to add more avenues for revenue to keep this game afloat, to keep it getting better and better every single day. So customizable wards, skins, voice packs, maybe HUDs one day, animated loading cards, all this stuff needs to happen to keep Smite successful. I'm all for it, and once again, it's all optional, right? If you don't like it, you don't have to buy it, you can still play. So all in all, it's a win-win. I like it. That's all I have to say about that. Next topic. And a little bit more of Apollo news. Hi-Rez Chris mentions that the Apollo skin will be released in a few weeks, not too much longer. So this in itself isn't real major news, but I wanted to kind of touch on it in today's episode. So the Apollo skin is like the brand new joke of Smite. You know, next god is Fenrir, next skin is Apollo. So the reason why I bring that up is because I'm a little worried. I think that it's taken so long that the hype train has gotten out of control. So no matter what skin that Hi-Rez comes out with Apollo, I don't think it's going to be enough for the community because they've waited so long and expectations have gone through the roof for this skin. If they don't come out with a Geb level skin for Apollo, I think there's going to be a little bit of backlash. It's not deserved by any means. It's not Hi-Rez's fault. They gave us a tease, and we kind of ran off with our own imaginations, thinking it was going to be the best thing ever. So it's definitely not Hi-Rez's fault. Maybe in the future they don't tease things this far out. tease things that they know for sure is going to be in the next patch or the patch after that. That way these things don't kind of get out of control like the Apollo skin. But we'll see. Like I said, you have Cthulhu AMC, you have Geb. Hi-Rez can do it. Maybe they'll just blow our minds with the Apollo skin. We won't know for another few weeks, so until then, next topic. And here is your next god after Janus or Janus, whatever your pronunciation is, Rama, a Hindu god. Now, this is actually very, very interesting because there was a stretch of time where people thought that Hi-Rez could no longer add Hindu gods into the game. So there is a big backlash over Kali, which I will not get into, but people thought that Hi-Rez could no longer add Hindu gods. Kumbhakarna and Rama pretty much disproved that. Now, we have absolutely no information about his abilities. There's no screenshots of anything, no portraits, none of that. But we can kind of speculate that we might have a Hindu hunter coming into Smite soon. And I like it. And that's going to do it for today's episode of SMITE Meta Casual News. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoy the videos. I will see you again after the patch on Thursday. My name has been FG3000. You have been you. And that, my friends, was the news.